The other day, why am I so. There we go. The other day, when I was like scrolling on my phone, as per usual, for way too long, at just a stupid time, like 1 in the morning, I came across this edit, like this Hope Core thing, and I love these videos. I don't see them enough, honestly. And the first thing that was said was, "I don't want to survive. I want to live." And I was like, yeah. I saw that and it was just amazing. Like I was genuinely like, I was so torn to it and it just didn't escape me. Like usually, like for example, you see videos that seem really funny at like late at night and then you watch them the next day or you send it to someone and it's like, oh, it's actually not that funny. I kind of thought it would be like that, but no, it's still stuck with me. And the idea of it seems kind of far-fetched and doesn't seem that it just doesn't really make that much sense when you first kind of think about it. Like, I don't want to survive, I want to live. It kind of feels like maybe at first glance they're both the same things, and in a sense they are. You whilst living, you are also surviving. Um, but in more of a mental term, surviving is just not appreciating anything and just getting through something. And of course, I feel like at times, why is that light flashing? I feel like at times that is like really, really beneficial. Like when you're going through a bad time and you can kind of understand that you're going through a bad time, to just survive it and then feel better by the end. Like say you just survive for 2 weeks. Maybe you're really hating stuff, but you just keep going for 2 weeks and then stuff starts to feel better. Then of course it's great in that sense. But if you every day are going, oh, just a couple more days till Friday, I can survive till then. Just a couple more weeks till summer. Just a couple more like years till I can retire and stuff like that every single day. That's just gonna kill you. And maybe that's a bit extreme, but the more people realize that there's so much more to appreciate than these rest days, than retirement, than holidays, and seeing this day to day life and just seeing the beauty of life. Despite stuff maybe not being 100%, maybe you not being where you want to be, just living and appreciating everything. I mean, I don't know if you heard that, but someone just screamed. They're clearly not living, they're clearly surviving. But yeah, I feel like just living every day to its maximum, to the maximum that you can give, live. And that rhymed, which means it is true. I don't actually know if that made sense though. But yeah, I think as a whole, what I'm trying to say is, firstly, I'll say, look, I've never worked 9 to 5, um, because I'm still in college and stuff like that. So of course, I don't understand how tiring and annoying that is. Um, Obviously, I can gauge it a bit from my parents, but to be honest, I think we'll focus less on that, um, and more on people in stuff like in school and stuff. That's where I think this is more important and something that's more unnecessary just to survive instead of living. You know, I feel like I'm really waffling here. Um, so I think this is going to be really, really bad. Basically, I'll finish with this. To live is to appreciate and make every day feel like your last. To survive is just getting through the day, not appreciating things, and not living to your best potential, and your best ability. Um, and to live is to enjoy. To live is to experience new things, where instead of just the same feelings every day, you know, to live is to do something for the first time. To live is to stop for a moment and appreciate a nice view or a cute animal when you're walking past. Um, And yeah, I feel like sometimes people get so lost in surviving the kind of tougher days that they forget to genuinely live their life and just appreciate it. Because yeah, it's it's scarily fragile and scarily short. So to have days and to have weeks and months where you're just surviving seems so pointless. And yeah, don't let it come back to bite you.